Hello everybody, Jemma Hatt here and welcome to an episode of Ask Jem. Now you've been asking questions through my Instagram, Facebook and my newsletter website, and I've collated them all on my trusty iPad. So let's jump straight in. And the first question comes in through my website newsletter from Mollie Cornish, age 9, and she would like to ask, do the adventurers meet any new friends in the Jungle of Jeopardy? Looking forward to your new book. Well, Mollie, yes, they do meet some new friends in the Jungle of Jeopardy, the 5th book in the Adventurers series, and I can tell you that one of the new friends they meet isn't human. So you'll have to wait till it comes out to find out a little bit more about it and who they meet, but I can't wait for you to read it too. If you'd like to sign up to my website newsletter, then go to www.jemmahatt.com and enter your details to receive a free Adventurers activity pack. The next question from Instagram comes from Melanie Simmons, 10-year-old. Now, I don't know your first name, but you know who you are. And you've actually asked 2 questions. Why do all the books contain Egyptian treasure? And is your dog as smart as Barney? So the first question, yes, the first 4 books in the Adventurers series contain Egyptian treasure. And that's for 2 reasons. Firstly, the family connection. So Lara's mother is an Egyptologist. Her ancestor was an explorer who went to Egypt and brought back treasure. But also, ancient Egypt is a real interest of mine. It's something I've been fascinated by ever since I was quite young. Your age, actually, when I was 10. So I wanted to bring that into the books. It's something that I find really exciting. The second question, is your dog as smart as Barney? Well, I don't actually have a dog of my own. I tend to borrow other people's. You might have seen a picture of a border collie called Max on my Instagram recently. That's actually my brother's dog. And my mum has a border collie as well called Rick. Are they as smart as Barney? I feel like I should say yes, otherwise it's disloyal. I'd like to say yes, but no, they are pretty smart. Barney shares some traits with the border collies that I've known. He's also got some unique traits as well. He is pretty smart and he's kind of a super dog really, Barney. I don't know if Rick and Max are as smart, but I'm just going to say they're all smart. For the next round of questions, let's go to Facebook. And Martha Healy asks, what was the inspiration for the adventures and is Lara based on you? Finally, can you please virtually visit her school at, and I can't pronounce this, Langifalak Primary School? I've pronounced that all wrong, so I'm very sorry. Let's start with the last question first. Yes, I can visit your school virtually. I can visit any school virtually in the world. So ask your teachers to get in touch with me through my website and we'll take it from there. Working backwards still, is Lara based on me? Not on purpose. I'd say Lara isn't like me, but I have had some of my family members say Lara is quite a lot like me. So maybe she is, but it wasn't intentional. Okay, it's several hours later, editor Jem here, editing my video, and Martha, I forgot to answer your first question, which was, what was the inspiration for the Adventurers series? And it was childhood holidays in Devon and Cornwall and ancient Egypt. Back to filming Jem. The next question comes from Noah Carr Kingsnorth, who would like to say he is your biggest fan. Thank you very much, Noah, I appreciate it. And would love to know which is your favourite book so far and what has been your favourite location to write about. It's really hard because they all mean something different to me and they all mean something special to me, so it's quite hard for me to pick a favourite. It would be, I don't have children, but I imagine it would be like picking a favourite child. It's really hard to do and you kind of don't want to admit it. But no, I genuinely don't have a favourite. I like them all, they all mean something different. Maybe once I've written a few more, then I'll look back and I'll have a favourite, but at the moment, I don't. It's a rubbish answer, but it's an honest one. The second question was, what was my favourite place to write about? Again, they've all meant something different to me. A lot of the places in the books I've been to Egypt, although it was a very long time ago. I've been to the jungle for book 5. I've been to Europe and different countries in continental Europe where book 4 is set. And for all of those countries and place settings, I wrote about them when I wasn't there, when I was here in the UK. And the exception to that was London for the City of Secrets. So I was actually in London quite a lot when I was writing the book based in London. So on my way home, I'd often get off the tube at Piccadilly Circus and I'd walk across to Trafalgar Square, and then I'd look at the lions and I think, okay, they're going to sit there between the paws, if you remember that from the book. So I was looking at a lot of the places where the characters were going. So that was quite fun for me and something a bit different. The next questions come from Louise Brown's children, Isaac and Isabelle. They would like to know from Isaac, why did you pick the jungle for the next story? And from Isabelle, how long does it take for you to plan the stories? They're both very big fans of the books and love to read them. They're very excited for the next adventure. Thank you very much, Isaac and Isabelle. Thank you for your questions. Why did I pick the jungle? I think the jungle is exciting. I think there's a lot of potential for adventure. And I've been to Costa Rica, where the Jungle of Jeopardy is set, and to Mexico. I drew some inspiration as well on holiday. And I think they're really exciting places. So I wanted to explore that and take my readers there to somewhere that I've enjoyed and some places I haven't been to as well, where I did some research. As for how long it takes to plan the books, the honest answer is I don't plan the books in a lot of detail. I tend to just start writing and see what happens. It can be quite difficult sometimes because if they get stuck, I don't know what's going to happen and it takes me a while to figure it out. But it's more exciting for me if I don't know what's going to happen in the book when I first draft it. But it does mean I have to edit quite a few times when the draft is finished, and my editor Amanda helps with that as well. And finally, from Maggie Peacock, my daughter Tilly would like to know, when is book number 5 out? Well, that's a nice question to end on, isn't it? I can tell you that The Adventurers and the Jungle of Jeopardy will be out in August 2021, in just a couple of months. So not long to go. And if you've enjoyed this video, then let me know through my social media, my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, sign up to my newsletter, get in touch with me, and perhaps we'll make this a thing. We'll carry on doing Ask Jem, as well as other videos as well. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Happy adventuring!